Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Undead Unluck, episode 7. And being another very interesting episode, really enjoyable as well. Picking up where they're fighting the big baddie, the Yuma Spoil, MUA Spoil, the big monster, with Andy. Since he's half zombified, though, he can understand the language of the zombies, right? And also dealing with the children that Fuko and Shen are with, and learning that how there's also this one little girl, like her time, like, as now everyone who was infected, they have this timer on their abdomens, right, or stomachs, right? That if the time is up, then they begin to spoil, right? So. But they learned that that the one kid that's taking care of them, named Ken. This one girl, she's crying. Her time was almost up, right? But the kid, encouraging her, to not give up. You want your dream to be a florist, right? Make her teacher proud, because the woman, because we get a flashback to when the spoil first arrived in this town, right? And the woman, in the last episode, the woman who was the zombie woman who, was talking, right, and getting married, right, her what she always wanted to get married. That was a little kid's teacher, and when the spoil infected the whole town, she was infected though, but she kind of like went out with a smile. She went out with her head held high, saying, "Hey, kids. I may be gone, but I'm still going to live with my dreams of getting married. You'll see me down the aisle, right?" Just, rotting, with her head held high, smiling, I guess maybe that's how she was able to, still, that little part of herself was still there, right? Still, talking and remembering, she wanted to get married and all that, have a wedding. So, that was her teacher, and I think that's why she didn't give up on her dreams, and still, that's why I think that she still had the remainder of that little part of herself in there. So, but Ken to encourage the girl to fulfill your, you want to fill your dreams, right? And then all of a sudden the timer on the girl starts going back up again. So it has this, I guess it's some ability if you stay positive and don't give in to like the darkness or whatever, keep your heart open with your dreams, I think you're gonna be okay still. So. And then they have this idea where they try to attack it though, but it doesn't do any good. So I guess they figured have Fuko using her unluck ability to do the trick, right, to turn them into bombs. And then we see the teacher, our teacher bride, go and hug Fuko, and she kind of understands what she's doing. So you get this you get this sad part. I think it's probably you see probably the saddest moment for us. Probably you say the saddest moment for a zombie, right? Fuko gets the idea that she needs to be done, so she takes her glove off to physically touch, right? And of course the kids are upset because the teacher's even though the kids probably don't see her as a zombie. They think that she's still okay, and then she did say the words "thank you," right? Because the kids think that she's still there, but not they look at her, they don't see her as a zombie though. But when she touches her, she goes and runs towards the Yuma Spoil creature, and the kids are like, "No, no." And you get this. It is probably kind of a sad moment because we see the teacher. She's running, and we see her in this illusion where she's running through this field of sunflowers. Because that's one thing they like to do was a flower, especially sunflowers, right? So we see this vision of her running through this field of sunflowers, and then getting grabbed by the creature, and then explodes. The creature ends up falling to this place where it sells gunpowder. But they all explode, and she explodes too. So it was it was kind of say it's the best zombie sacrifice you can see. Because I kind of felt bad because she wanted this she always wanted to have a good, nice wedding, to looking after those kids, right? And she does, even despite being a zombie, she did like the self-sacrifice, right? But sadly though, but still the creature still lives, and like Andy tells all the other zombies to have Fuko touch them so they can all run into them, just be bombs, right? So yeah, like Fuko's touching all these zombies, and but they decided it doesn't do any good though. And then one thing leads to another, where the creature changes shape, and it shoots like this rotting beam, right? Where, because remember, they're in Nevada, right? So he shoots this beam and completely goes across the land, the desert, and completely disintegrates the Statue of Liberty that's in Vegas. So, yeah, it goes to Vegas, and it completely disintegrates the Statue of Liberty that's at Vegas, Las Vegas. So they'd be careful not to get touched by it, or else they'll disintegrate. Because like Shen almost got hit, but like his right glove gets disintegrated. Andy quickly cuts off his hand, and it disintegrates. So they had to find another way to just try to stop this thing, and like with Fuko, the ultimate comes like face to face this thing, saying that staring the thing down, and like she's like totally unfazed by this thing, and she shows that him and Shen also been infected by this curse, and she's showing the creature that her timer's almost up though, but it ends up going back up, and the creature's like, "What the hell? Why? Why are you not spoiling and all that?" And then Shen, he runs off for a second, and he comes back with his big staff, and then sorry, he comes back with a stand, and it ends with him fighting the creature. So yeah, this is I guess I got this through one very fast, I would say, because it wasn't much too in depth in the story, because it's them trying to. It changes shape. They're fighting it still, and you get the whole thing with the zombies being used as bombs, and with the teacher's self-sacrifice. It was sad. You could say it was like the best zombie sacrifice you can see. For a smart zombie too, because she's the only one who basically almost like a part of herself was still there, right? Probably because, like I said in the flashback, she went out smiling with her head held high, still dreaming to walk down the aisle. And so even though kids were sad to see her, like the kids were still thinking that she was still fine. They didn't really, wisely didn't see her like fully a zombie though, but she still thanked him though. Even Fuko was upset though by her sacrifice. And it was just, it was like just her going all out, running in her wedding dress through this field of sunflowers, and it was just it was okay. So yeah, it was sad to see that, but it was all for naught though, because the creature ended up changing shape anyway. So, but they're still like we're trying to figure out how to beat this thing, because they said that this is the hardest quest, because they don't know how to take this thing down. So they're still trying to find a way to try to fight this thing. So, yeah, but episode 7, briefly, it just went by too fast, because they're still trying to fight this creature. I was like, man, this thing went too fast, But overall, yeah, it was still a very fun episode. Like I said, the zombie sacrifice was more of the saddest part of this episode. But using them as bombs too for Fuko's unluck touch. But trying to still find whatever weakness it has. But overall, I still enjoy that. I still like episode 7. But yeah, so this is much more briefer and shorter though, but still. But anyway, yeah, but that's episode 7. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time for the next one for Spy Family, and still more other stuff to come later.